this way. I take my chance to ride upon a star. Do whatever it takes to be what you are. 'Cause you're the only one for me. Yeah, you're the only one. Person up on a cloud, I wanna shout out loud that you're the only one for me. Ooh, 'cause you're the only one for me. You're the only one. Yeah, you're the only one. You're the only one. Bursting up on a cloud, I wanna shout out loud that you're the only one for me. I tell you almost every night, and everything is true. The feeling that you're giving me whenever I'm with you, just hold me and I'm in ecstasy. I keep you by my side. That feeling that you're giving me. Oh, I work from 9 to 5. I work from 9 to 5 to make you mine. Give everything I have to make this right. I take my chance to ride upon a star. Do whatever it takes to be where you are. 'Cause you're the only one for me. Yeah, you're the only one. Bursting up on a cloud, I wanna shout out loud that you're the only one for me.
Visualization is really important. So with me this morning, close your eyes and think for a moment, how do you want to be in your future? Eyes closed, just think about it for a moment. Breathe. How do you envision the future you? What's the future? A week from now, a month from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? It comes on like that. Eyes are closed. Picture who you are. Picture what the future you will be doing. Really try to picture it. Are you moving? Are you walking? Are you running? Are you stretching? Are you getting up and down with ease from the ground? What is the future you doing? What you do today matters. You're investing in the future you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're not talking only in your body being stronger, but in your mind as well. Come back to looking at that future you. You want to not look at it? You should look at it, because that's where you're headed. That's the path you're on. Take a deep breath in as you picture you, and a deep breath out. Right now, starting in this very minute, you are working on making what that future you looks like. You are working, you are making that future you have a good life. And we all want to finish at that finish line strong. So gently blink your eyes open. What was the future you? The present me is Jan. I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. We're working on the future you. This is a place where you do what is right for your body. This is a place where you do your yoga from home. If something hurts, don't do it. You back out of it. If it's just uncomfortable, maybe you can breathe through it. Every day our practices are different, and they're designed to make that future you more flexible, stronger, and more mobile. We do different types of practices every day. Today is a restorative practice, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. But check us out every single day, because it works. It all just works together. It's 1 hour long today, and like I said, it's restorative. And what is restorative? Don't think for a second it's just lying around and chilling out. What you are doing in a restorative practice is you are releasing the tension in your body. You are changing those habits from the old you as you look toward the future, to the future you, to how you're going to be. Explore where you hold the tension, explore the strengths and the weaknesses in your body, and just let the body go. All right, so do you have migraines? Do you have anxiety? Do you have high blood pressure? This practice will help with all of those as it calms your mind and rests your body. All right, you'll be amazed at how good you feel at the end of the practice. Today there's not many poses. There are 2 poses that I'm incorporating from yesterday because several of you said you liked them, and we're going to include those as well. They are fish pose and they are a bound angle pose. All right, so we're going to take our time. We're going to settle in as we focus on this word, and the word is bliss. Bliss, a feeling of euphoria, supreme happiness and contentment. You deserve it. So why not focus on that? All right, you're going to need some props today. The props you're going to need, the usual props for our restorative practice. Be near a wall if you can. If you don't have a wall, you could have a chair. All right, we're going to have a bolster. Big heavy pillow from your sofa would work. A couple of blocks. I've got 3. I've been talking about having a half-size block because you can use it to refine your practice. Specifically, I'm going to use 2 blocks. Always good to have water. You all need to drink more water, that's for sure. An eye shade and a towel, hand towel, we always have that. Your strap, we are going to use the strap today for that bound angle pose, and a blanket. Roll your blanket up burrito style. Have it, so it's maybe, 18 inches long, rolled up like a burrito, because we're going to use that very early on in the practice. Then you can open it up and use it however you want. Okay, so that's it. Stress number, we always take that in the beginning. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, this is your little measurement criteria for your practice. Where are you on that scale? Remember that number, and let's come into a pentacle pose, or a savasana pose, or all these choices. You can do a seated meditative pose. All right, so you're on your mat. Maybe you come flat onto your back. I'm going to take a sukhasana. Maybe you come flat onto your back and you spread your limbs wide so your body looks like a big letter X. That doesn't feel good in your shoulders. You can take your final shavasana with your arms down by your sides, finding rest and peace just for a few moments. I'm going to crisscross my legs, nothing fancy, and I'm going to place my hands on my knees. Whichever position you have chosen today, that's the important part. Whatever position you have chosen today, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Let it go. And we're just going to come into a state of being, not doing, not rushing. Let the outside world go. And just focus on you. And sometimes, we kind of want to run from ourselves. Don't be that way. You're with you for the rest of your life. Get to be your own best friend. And give that friend some rest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And as you are lying here or sitting here, just notice your breath. It should be deep. You should really fill your lungs up. And you should really let it go out your mouth. Let it all go. Breathe. Now just do a little inventory, a little scan here. Where are you holding tension right now? In this seated position, I'm feeling it in my hips. So send the breath to the area where you're holding tension and let it go. It's sometimes hard to think about, where am I holding tension? Because this state of tension is just me. It's who I am. It's how I always am. Let's discover it. All right, to do that, let's clench our fists in whichever position you're in. Clench your fists really hard. Feel the tension in your hands. Now, not only is that tension in your hands, but it's going up your forearms. It's going all the way up your arms. Maybe you feel it in your neck. Maybe you feel it in your jaw. Maybe you feel it in your back. Squeeze tightly. Feel where that tension radiates to. It goes everywhere, and you're just squeezing your hands. Now, release your hands and let it go. Wow, I was holding on to a lot of tension. Let's do it again. Squeeze your hands and just be aware of where the tension is so you can observe where the tension is and make little changes in your day-to-day life to let that tension go. Notice it and release. Release your hands, let it go. Same thing with our feet. Scrunch your toes toward the sole of your foot and feel the tension. Feel the tension. Where does it go? Up your calves, up to your hips? How high does it go? Oh my gosh, I'm holding tension everywhere. And then let it go. Release it. Let it go. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Imagine the tension going away as you exhale. Same thing, let's squeeze the toes again and feel. It's not just the toes, it's everywhere. It goes up, up, up through the body. Feel it in your glutes even. Release. Let it go, let it go, let it go. All right, one more little area to explore where we have the tension. Close your eyes. Your eyes should be closed. And squeeze your eyes really tightly shut. Feel all those wrinkle lines coming out. Squeeze it. Clench your jaws really tightly. Really make, purse your lips. Really make that tight squeezed face. Feel where the tension is. You feel it in your head. And then release. Let it go. Let it go. One more time. Squeeze the face nice and tight. Feel the tension in the neck, in the jaws, in your forehead. All right, where did you have the most tension? When you felt it in the hands, the feet, the face, wherever you need to release the tension, do it now. Squeeze tightly. Feel how far the tension invades the rest of your body. And then let it go. You are now aware. Breathe in through your nose. One more big sigh out through your mouth. And then if it feels good for you, close your lips and just breathe in and out of your nose. We're going to stay here for about 7 breaths. Don't think, don't count. I'll count for you. It's just about 7 breaths. But I just want you to send your breath throughout your body, releasing the tension. Big breaths in. And big breaths out. Let's do one big breath in and out together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shoulders and neck. If you're lying down, this is a little bit of a skull massage. If you're seated, just turn your head from right to left. Same thing. If you're lying down, head from left to right, just massage the skull. Think of the tension in the neck going away. Your neck's not tight, your neck's not immobile, your neck is flexible. You're turning it left to right. Enjoy the skull massage if you're lying down in your pentacle pose or your final shavasana pose. And then finish up. Bring your head back to the midline. One more big breath in and a big breath out. Feel what you feel. You're becoming a better future you. All right. Let's blink your eyes open. Let's grab our bolster, bring it to your mat, and let's do a child's pose on this bolster with the blanket. All right. So bring the bolster vertically onto your mat. Take your previously rolled burrito style blanket, put it behind your calves. Bring it high up toward your knees. Knees are at the sides of this bolster. Sink your hips back onto that bolster, or onto the blanket, and then sink your chest down to your bolster. Rest your head on the bolster and breathe. You could place your head in one direction on the bolster, turning your head, and I'll let you know when we're going to turn the other cheek. So you decide what position feels best for you. We are here in this pose for 5 minutes. Remember, life is a marathon. It is not a sprint, and you're training for that marathon right now. We all want to stick around long, don't we? We all want to be here for a long time. Nestle in, settle in, and allow your spine to lengthen as it is fully relaxed into your bolster. You're taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Arms wherever you like, whatever feels good for you. Your arms are relaxed. We know what tension in the arms feels like. The arms are relaxed. Your bottom is going back towards your heels. It doesn't have to rest on the heels. It's got this blanket here for support. You are in a safe place. You are at peace. You are calm. Think of your spine as heavy as you're letting the bolster completely support your upper body. Deep breath in, deep breath out. No rush, no hurry, you are at peace. When you're ready, we've been here for about 2.5 minutes. If your neck is turned, it is time to turn the other cheek. Rest your cheek, your ear on your mat. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deepen your breaths. Imagine your breath going out the backs of your lungs. Take a deep breath in. And your deep breath out. Let it go. Spine fully relaxed. Life is good. You're in this for the marathon. All right, deep breath in, deep breath out. Stay here longer if you like, but I'm going to bring my head back to the midline. I'm going to slowly press on up here. I've already got the blanket in place. I'm going to scoot the bolster away, and I'm going to bring my shoulders over my hips. So this bolster, you can scoot it on up a little bit more and have a seat back onto your heels. So this, I hope, is a nice calf massage for you. If you prefer, you could bring your toes more towards your shins, like a toes pose, and sit back here onto your heels. I'm not going to get into my feet today. I'm going to keep my tops of my feet on the blanket, so I'm getting more into my ankles. You decide what's best for you. Hands on your thighs, shoulders back over your hips. You take this to the intensity that feels good for you. This is a nice calf massage. At least I think it's a nice calf massage. You let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, we're going to breathe here for 3 minutes. Remember to soften in the shoulders. And breathe. Deep breath in, deep breath out. got this. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, calf stretch is just about over. You can stay here longer if you like. It's up to you. But I'm going to come out of it. I'm going to come out of it, lift on up, hands to a neutral tabletop. Remove the blanket from behind the calves. Lift the ankles up and circle them in two directions. Tap the tops of the feet out on the mat. Let's go into a caterpillar pose. Caterpillar pose. What's that? All right. Legs go long on your mat. Bring the bolster up onto your legs. How does the weight feel on your legs? I think it feels pretty good. Now your knees, I don't know how they're feeling. If you like, you could slip the blanket underneath your knees. And we're going to bring the bottom edge of the bolster up to our waist, and we're going to hinge forward. And if you don't want to use the blanket behind your knees, here's another use for it. You could place it on top of your bolster, or maybe you've got a blanket behind your knees and a second blanket on top of your bolster. You'll determine what you like, what you don't like, and how you want to tweak your practice. Hinge forward, let your head rest on your bolster, and breathe. We're going to be here for 5 minutes. Seems like a long time, and it is, but we're just going to relax into this position. And don't forget, maybe you've used the blanket on top of your bolster for a bit. And if you feel that you can comfortably go farther, remove the bolster, remove the blanket from the bolster, and hinge more forward. Surrender. Let it go. No tension. Take a deep breath in. One more big deep breath out, allowing you to get closer to your setup. Total surrender of the upper body. And just observe where you are, how far you've come in just that short amount of time, in just that 5 minutes that we held that pose. All right. Ready? When you're ready, if you want to stay in it, go ahead. When you're ready, press on up, shoulders over your hips. And let's remove the bolster and the blanket, and let's find your strap. All right, bound angle pose. So for the bound angle pose, we did this yesterday. Like I said, every day is different. This is a good pose. This is a really nice pose for feeling the inner thighs. All right, so bring the strap around low on your waist in the back. Create a big giant circle with your strap. And with that big giant circle, bend your knees, open them up to the sides of the room. If you don't have a strap, that's fine. You could use a leash, a dog leash, a belt to your towel, a belt to your robe, or nothing at all. That's all right. Okay, so send the strap underneath the pinky edge side of your foot. So it's low around your hips. The strap's coming up over to the top of the thighs. And your strap, have it so you can find the little tail, the end of the strap. Come on down to recline. Find that strap the tail of the strap and pull it. Pull it tightly so you got the strap, right on your inner thighs, right at your low back. And you've hiked your heels up towards your groin. Breathe here. Tighten the strap as you desire. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly to just connect with the inner you. Or if you don't like that, arms can be down by your sides. You can tee them out a little bit. Or maybe it feels really good to bring them up overhead and reach for opposite elbows. Everybody's different. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes. So just nestle in, find comfort in this pose, and breathe. Maybe enough time has gone by that you can maybe tighten that strap a little bit. Drawing the heels more up toward your groin. Breathe and find peace. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You are strong, you are capable, you are able, you are flexible, you are mobile. Yes, you are. And you're preparing for a better future. The past where you couldn't do this, the past is the past. You're in the present, making way for a better future. All right, now let's release this strap. Release the strap. Untighten it. Press on up to a comfortable seated position. Remove the strap. Maybe you just release it from the bottoms of your feet. All right, remove this. Let's take a fairly brief supported bridge pose. All right, so come on back down with your block. Bend your knees, bring your heels up toward your bottom. Press into your feet, bridge pose. Place the block at whatever height you like underneath your low back. Right where there's the great divide. Bring it down nice and low so it's on your sacrum. Relax all of your weight into the block. Here's a good test of where you're holding tension in your hips. All the weight onto that block. Just kind of lift your feet up a little bit so you can let all the weight fall onto that block. Arms down by your sides, eyes closed. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out, no tension in your hips. Just a couple minutes here. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Think of your low spine decompressing. It's got gravity working with it, pulling your spine toward the earth as your hips are lifted up on this block. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Press the weight into your feet, lift your hips up, remove the block, roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time, or stay in that pose longer if it's speaking to you. I'm going to go into a fish pose on the bolster. You could also do it on the blocks if you like. I showed earlier during the countdown how to do that. And maybe you're familiar with it because you come to our yoga often. I'm going to reintroduce the bolster vertically onto the mat. And I'm going to bring the blanket and the eye shade too. So the bolster's vertical. I'm going to recline on this. Eye shade or towel to cover the eyes, lean on back, and rest here. Cover the eyes with the towel or the eye shade, and cover your body with the blanket, however you like. I'm just going to place it on my upper thighs. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. 5 minutes here. Arms can be down by your sides or a little teed out, whatever feels relaxing and comfortable for you. Legs can be long. Bent knees with soles of the feet on the ground alleviate some tension in the low back. Or maybe you were a little intrigued by that bound angle pose and you want to bring the soles of the feet back together and open up the knees wide to the sides of the room. 5 minutes. Let's breathe and enjoy. Deepen your breath. Soften your shoulders. Soften your face. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Stay here longer if you like. I'm going to go to a legs up the wall pose, but nothing wrong with staying here. Listen to your body. I'm going to draw my knees together because I had my legs spread in that bound angle-like pose. I'm going to send my legs long. I'm going to roll off my bolster and make my way to the wall. Bring whatever props you like to the wall, maybe just the eye shade and the blanket. Come next to a blank wall, or, you could just do it up on a chair too. If you were going to do it on the chair, what you would do is scoot your bottom up to the chair and put your calves up on the seat of the chair. I'm going to scoot one hip right up next to the wall. You could have your blanket under your bottom if that feels good. Swing the legs up. And today, I'm going to take my blanket and I'm going to keep it rolled up burrito style because I'm kind of liking that. And I'm just going to place it on my shoulders to just kind of keep them down. You're not at a perfect 90-degree angle up the wall here. Your tailbone, plug it in. Drive your tailbone down to the earth a little bit more. Draw your toes up toward your shins and arms wherever you like. In this, your legs up the wall pose. Big breath in and big breath out. And it's up to you. Maybe you'd like to finish in this pose because right after this, we'll go into our final Shavasana. That's what's in our future. Right now, settle in, be comfortable, and let all the tension go as you find peace Just a little reminder, encouragement. Are your shoulders soft? Is there no tension in your arms? And how about your face? Is your face relaxed? Allowing time for restoration. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And it's your call here. Do you want to stay longer in the pose that you're in? Maybe fish pose or child's pose or this legs up the wall. Stay here longer. I'm going to come off the wall and go to final Shavasana. Your call if you want to join me. I'm going to bend my knees, roll off the wall back onto that hip, and make my way back to the mat. I'm going to place the bolster under my knees today. Feet to the edges of the mat. I'm going to cover up with the blanket. I don't know how much you want to cover up. Maybe the weight of the burrito style blanket feels really good, and you place that on your feet or your thighs or your chest or your belly. I'm going to cover up. Eye shade or towel covers the eyes. And we're going to rest here for a good 5 minutes or longer if you want. Arms down by the sides. One of the positions from which we began the pose, the practice. Eyes are closed. Focus on your breath in this present moment only. Working in the present is the only way to make you better for the future. Stay in the present, stay in your breath, relax your mind and let the thoughts go away. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Soften your face, soften your shoulders. Let your arms be heavy and your legs be heavy too. Deepen your breath. Last few breaths in this pose. Just be present. Don't think about the past. Don't worry about the future. Just be present. It's hard, but try. Big breaths in. Big slow breaths out. Breathe in peace. Breathe out any residual tension or stress or holding on. Big refreshing breath in. And big peaceful breath out. Stay here longer in whichever position you're in, if you like and if time permits. If you need to conclude your hour, start to wiggle your fingers and toes and just appreciate that sensation. Take the motion up into the wrists and the ankles. Now still your hands, still your feet. And remember how we began? We squeezed the hands and we squeezed the feet really tightly, bringing that tension up into the body. And you are now aware of it. Now release it. Open up your palms, open up your feet. Just release it. Let it go. That's what your yoga does for you. Bring your arms up overhead. Take a big good morning stretch. Move however feels right. Bend your elbows and your knees and roll into a fetal position onto one side or the other. Low arms bicep is a pillow for your head. Eyes are closed. This moment, this present moment, just savor it with a big breath in and a big breath out. You're in control of your responses. You're in control of how you react. Use your breath to calm you down. One more big breath in and a big breath out. Slowly make your way up to a comfortable position that's seated if you like, or maybe you stay in that sideline position. Bring your hands to prayer center, close your eyes, and breathe. Hands are at prayer center in gratitude, thanking the present you for what you did for the future you. Being thankful for your body and what it does for you. You've only got the one. Treat it well. Blink your eyes open. All right, you did it. 1 hour long. The future you thanks you for what you just did, but the race isn't over yet. Train with us tomorrow so you can eventually cross that finish line in total glory. There you go. All right, how do you feel in your body? Stress number, what was it? What is it? It's a lot lower, isn't it? Remember this feeling, take it with you off of your mat, and then come back to your mat tomorrow. From me to you, much love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. See you on your mats tomorrow. Love you guys. Goodbye. Hey, you're going this way? That way? Where are you? Hello, downward facing dog. Good girl. Bye. You're a good girl. As we wrap up this last full week of joyous January, continue with your yoga. Just remember and think about how much joy it brings you and how much flexibility and mobility it brings you to your body. And you got to find the positive in everything. Like Einstein said, and this is a lovely thing, he said that you got to find the joy in everything. You either think everything is a miracle or nothing is a miracle. Let's focus on everything is a miracle. Your progress, your ability to move, your ability to do your yoga. It's all a miracle. It's all a joyous miracle. Continue with it. Ask your friends to join our yoga. They can join us every day from the privacy of their own home. As you know, it is free for anybody and everybody, and I hope you're having fun with it, and I hope they will too. You can check out our website. It's www.316yoga.com if you'd like to support our broadcast. Have a great day. See you on your mats tomorrow, and find miracles in all that you do.